Hey guys, how's it going? Hope you all are well. What's going on here? That can be swiped up. Hello, Commander Shepard. Hey, says Doc. Colin Barrett says, good evening, Captain. Oh, that's my voice. The signal looks like shit. Hold on one second. Let's try that. That might work better. Does that look better? Doesn't look better on my end. Let me know. Chuck A. Hello. Doc McGillicuddy, $5. Thank you so much, by the way. Start the night with off with a high five. Awesome. Commander Shepard says, so how was your day here? Or how was your day, Cap? Pretty good. Busy, tiring. My feet are sore. Lots of standing, lots of walking. Hopefully you guys checked out the live I did from the floor. Got Robert Picardo on there, and I will be talking to him in more detail tomorrow on stage. So hopefully all goes well. I'll have footage of that, and you guys can check that out later on the channel. I will upload that. It was actually really great meeting Robert Picardo. It was fun for the live. He's like, I asked him if he would agree to come on the live, and he says, are you the guy? Yeah, you're the guy from Trekyards that's doing the panel tomorrow with me. I'm like, yes. He goes, yes, then I'll come on the live. So we hopped on a live earlier, him and I, he was just there for a minute, and I was going to ask him how the convention was going, and he's like, if I give you all the answers right now, we won't have anything to talk about tomorrow. So anyway, go check it out. It's kind of funny. Nice guy, and hopefully tomorrow goes very well. I'm going to be on stage with him at 11:45 a.m. and then it's done at about 12:30. So not even a full hour, but that's cool. Do some Q&A and then open it up to the audience to ask some questions. I think it'll be a fun time. And yeah, so other than that, I had a good day. Lots of really good stuff going on, and yeah. Picture is a bit hazy. Sound is great though. Well, there you go. Thanks for the live stream at the convention. No problem. Glad you guys enjoyed it. War God 6 missed the live earlier, but here now. Have you seen the new Playmobil Bird of Prey? Yes, I'm gonna have a video coming out about that soon on whether it's worth the cost, the price, because the Enterprise wasn't. So it's a video I should have made this week. I did not get around to it, and I apologize. Colin says, only just got in from work. We'll be watching the Comic-Con live soon. Good. It's not very long, but it is fairly good. I thought it went really well. Doc McGillicuddy, you didn't buy any Klingon warbirds this time, did you? No, actually. Like I said, I haven't had much time to look around the floor. It's been kind of a quick up and down, not really, browsing too much. I did spend $300 though. I bought a TOS phaser rifle, which will be 3D printed and stuff, and I'll have that hopefully within a few weeks, but that'll be something cool to show you guys at some point. So yeah, spent maybe too much money, but that's okay. which enterprise are you referring to that wasn't worth it? The Playmobil Enterprise for $600. It was worth maybe at the outside 400, but even that I think was pushing it. I've done videos on it. I did one before it was released, and Playmobil saw it, and I got 32,000 views because my conclusion at the end was it's not really worth the price. So they contacted me and said, well, I got 32,000 views essentially. So how about we yeah, Doc, go check out my videos on it. Just type in Trekyards Playmobil and you'll find the videos on it. But they were impressed with the number of views I got, and it was kind of making their product sound like shit. And so they're like, how about we send you one that you can review in hand? Maybe do a evaluation as to whether it's worth it. I'm like, all right, cool, thanks. Appreciate that. Because I wasn't going to spend the money on it for sure. So they sent me one, and I did the review, and yeah, it was worth a little more than I thought. It's quite a nice piece, but it's really not worth the cost. And they didn't sell like they expected them to. So everywhere I see it now, the prices drop dramatically. So we'll talk about the Klingon bird of prey at some time in a future video. Chuck Jones, $5. What are you planning to ask Robert Picardo tomorrow? Lots of things. I want to ask him about how he got his career started. He was originally going to be studying microbiology and become a doctor. And then he stopped doing that to become an actor to play a fake doctor. So things like that. I'm going to ask him about his singing, his favorite opera, that kind of stuff. I'm going to try to ask him questions that are a little outside the box, things he might not get asked all the time. I won't focus too heavily on Star Trek, I don't think, because he's got like 300 and some odd credits to his name on IMDb, so he's been in a lot of stuff. I'm going to try to make it interesting and try not to, stay in that mold of questions that he's been asked time and time again. That's the theory. So we'll see how it goes. If you missed the live earlier, I would suggest checking it out because there's a nice moment with me and Robert Picardo in that. I was telling him that I was getting footage of the convention floor. He's like, do you want me to get on the floor? I'm like, I don't know. Can you do the worm? He's like, how about you get on the floor? I'll take a picture of you, and that'll be, their coverage of the floor. It's not quite what I meant by floor. He knew that. He was just kind of being Robert Picardo, kind of that sarcastic character, and I really like that. I thought that was fun. I'm also going to ask him about new Star Trek, what he thinks of it, whether he would like to. Well, the obvious question would be yes, or the obvious answer would be yes, that he'd want to appear in some of the newer stuff like Lower Decks or Picard. He probably won't be able to say if he has, or if he's been approached about it, but I kind of want to get his take on that and see. So yeah, tomorrow it'll be interesting. It hasn't hit me as far as my nerves have gone yet. Tomorrow it might a bit, but I haven't had the normal pre-interview or public speaking jitters that I've had in years past, because I have a feeling he's going to be such an easy guy to talk to. It's just going to feel like a normal conversation. I don't like where the main stage is, though. The main stage is on the main floor, main convention floor with all the vendors. So it's basically open up to the entire convention. Whereas last time with Denise Crosby, we were in one of the rooms. They had a stage set up in one of the side rooms, which was a little bit nicer. It was dark. I couldn't really see the audience. The spotlight's on us. This is very much different. I can see the whole floor. So it'll be interesting to see how that goes. It's weird that I'm not feeling jittery about it, because I always do beforehand for something like this. That could be a bad sign. That can mean this could go totally sideways really fast. I don't know. But anyway, that's where we are. Those are the things I was thinking about talking to him about. But today was great. A lot of Trekyards people that have been watching for years showed up and said hi. And it was actually pretty fantastic. A lot of people got their pictures in the chair. We had Predator take over the Enterprise. I just shared those pictures on Facebook. If you're following me on Facebook, you can see those. I might show some on this live. I'm not sure yet. But A lot of good stuff happened, and it was just a really great day. That being said, I don't know why we put ourselves through these things called conventions, because when you're in it, it's like it's fun, I guess. But the getting there early, leaving pretty late, like it opened at 9:30. I was there by quarter to nine, and then it went till 7 tonight. Tomorrow it opens at the same time. I think actually it opens at 10, but it might open for 9:30 for the VIP members. But it goes till 5 tomorrow, so it's a little bit shorter. But I'm gonna be, you know, so sore tomorrow. It's not gonna be funny. But it's all kind of worth it. But at the same time, it's like, why do we do this to ourselves? But it is fun. So there's that. Sylvia's mom, who was there with her company, her little, she does crochet little action figures and stuff. She made quite a killing today, which was awesome. She really sold a lot of her stuff and made quite a bit of cash, which is kind of nice. Kind of a pastime for her. So Sylvia was helping out with her booth, and then occasionally would come over to the captain's chair to help out there. So it was it was a day. It was a day for sure. Sylvia also she's kind of like a three-tier approach this convention, because she's also helping with the Start booth. Start is the company she works for, start.ca. They sponsor the Comic Cons. They have a big booth, and their main person that takes care of their convention stuff is down with COVID right now. So Sylvia has to take over and kind of be in charge of that. So she's moving between the Start booth, her mom's booth, Geeky Sheep Canada, which is on Facebook if you guys want to check it out, and then to the Trekyards chair. So didn't tally up our money that we earned this time for the children's the Sick Kids Foundation, but we'll get a total for that at the end of tomorrow, and see. We kind of have a contest all the time going between the Doctor Who, because the Doctor Who people with the Daleks, they also collect for the same charity. So do we, and so does the 501st, the Star Wars guys. So we always have like a friendly rivalry as to who can make the most amount of money. Usually it's the 501st, because they're right dead center in the middle of the convention floor, like with all the vendors around them, which is great placement, but it's also bad placement because everybody stops to get photos and stuff, and it just bogs down the line. Like, it's hard to get by a lot of the time. Whereas we're kind of off to the side and on the first floor, just around the corner from the Doctor Who people. So we're kind of little out of the way, but we're in a good place in the sense that it's not super busy all the time. It's a very wide hallway, so we're not jamming up traffic if people are stopping and looking at the chair, which a lot of people did this time. And we're also right across from the food vendors, which is great. Last year, the food vendors were on the first floor on one of the hallways, just above where we were. This time, they're down right across from us. So it's good. Have easy access to food and drinks. We just go over. And a lot of people, that need to get something to eat at a convention will wander by that might not normally come down our way. So kind of good in that regard. So there we go. All right. Let's get to your comments here. Dean Fa, thank you, Captain, for showing us the convention. You're welcome. Doc McGillicuddy, would love to see him back in Trek. Picardo, absolutely. Would make a great cameo with him and Seven talking about how her implants have adapted over the years. He knew her better on the nano scale than anyone in Starfleet. Yes. Doc says, hope you don't get the BGs, bored guts. Colin says, you are really good at this, and Picardo is a pro. It will be great tomorrow. Well, thank you, Colin. The vote of confidence really helps, so thank you. Ozzy says, Predator and Captain's Chair. Awesome. Yeah, you must have saw the pictures. Albie Tex, I have the privilege to talk with Robert Picardo. He's a very nice guy. He very loved to play the Doctor in Star Trek Voyager, and Woodsy in Stargate. Yeah, I'm going to be wearing my Stargate shirt tomorrow when I interview him instead of my Trekyards shirt. This is one of my Trekyards shirts. I got a gray one. I've got a TOS yellow one, and I got the TNG maroon as well. But long live the pugs. Donnie says, hello again, Captain and all. Hope everyone is well this evening. I had fun watching your special stream this afternoon. It was priceless and timeless. Priceless makes me think you're making fun of me. Timeless makes me think like you just nullified the making fun of me. But thank you, Donnie. Live long and snort. Who? No Andorian sausages? 7376 Film says hi. Hello. Yeah, if any of you are able to super chat tonight, I would really super appreciate that. Help us out. Help out the channel. It would be awesome. And if you see me doing a live, if you want to super chat, would be also very grateful for that as well. Like from the convention, I mean. Really big turnout. Tomorrow we'll find out the numbers that are going to be for this convention. We haven't had a convention at London Comic Con since 2019, so people are very eager to get back to it. So it was very busy, which was nice. And yeah, it was just a good time. Let's see what kind of things stuck out to me. Definitely the Predator is coming by. There's two really great Predator costumes, and I saw them on the live when I walked the floor as well. But they came by and got their pictures in the chair. As I said, those pictures are on Facebook right now. If you are on Facebook or follow me on Facebook, by all means check those out. Let me see if I can pull them up here, actually. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. That's the wrong thing, because I'm an idiot. Yeah. Here's the Predators with Captain Foley. They respect their superior, so they didn't try to kill me or nothing. I know it's not the best way to show pictures, but it is what it is. And then the Predator has taken over the Enterprise. It's a great shot. I like that. Oops. Deep in thought. There's the chair. Trekyards. It's me getting a hypo spray. There's me and Sky. So it was a good time. Let's see what other photos we got here. Of course, photos of Kit. There's Sky as Batman. And my other buddy, Chris Borges, punching me as Batman. Oops. There's Kit. And then my buddy Dave in the chair. DeLorean Time Machine. R2-D2, Princess Leia. So no, it was a good time. I also put Kayshawn in the chair. My mother-in-law, of course, made a Kayshawn with a little sign that says, I'm not a doll, do not play with me. Which you probably can't see because it's not going to focus, but that's okay. So he was in the captain's chair for a bit. But yeah, so that's day one of the convention. Day two is tomorrow. We'll see how it goes. But honestly, it was a good time. Who watched the new puppy today and tomorrow? Well, Christian watched the dogs for most of the day, and then my daughter Cassie came over because Christian wanted to go out. Were you able to take back the Enterprise from the Predator? Just saw it on Facebook. That's a secret that will be revealed tomorrow. I think tomorrow is our get the Enterprise back plan. Kind of like when Voyager got taken by the Kazon. We're gonna go in there, weapons blazing, and just take these bastards out. I'm telling you. Did you get the Admiral surprise box today? I didn't. I'll do that tomorrow. Turd said, loved the ass shot you got of the Spider Woman as you entered the hall. 2 thumbs up. You say that like it was on purpose. Confirmed. Foley is a courtesan junkie. Did the Predator get your access code? No, he did not. Thraxcar, if you're in London, why not queue up and go see the Queen line instead? I'm in London, Ontario, where I live. I am not in London, England. No. Turd Ferguson. Love the ass shot you got the Spider Woman as you entered the hall. 2 thumbs up. You sent that twice. Okay. I reckon Kit will give you a hand. I heard him whispering that in the last... yeah, well, Kit's pretty awesome. Donnie says, I've been to only one London, the heart capital of the UK. I've been there too. Matt Person, was there ever a Predator versus Trek crossover? Feels like they did Predator crossovers with everything else. Yeah, they did Predator with Batman. They did Predator with Alien. They did Predator with Archie, for fuck's sakes. Predator and Archie. What? Yeah, they've done it with a lot of things. Star Trek? No, I don't think so. I think there might be a Star Trek Aliens crossover or the Xenomorphs, but I'm not 100%. Oh, yeah, it was Strange New Worlds. That was Strange New Worlds, their Gorn episode. Fuck me. No, but seriously, I think there is an Aliens Star Trek crossover, but I could be wrong. Let me know. Colin Barrett, I saw one of the panel presses from the DeLorean factory currently being used in it as industrial fishing weights at the bottom of Galway Bay. Wow. Dreamer the Dreamwalker says hello. Ozzy, no Predator versus Borg yet. That'd be great. We would actually have a discussion. Predator versus Hirogen would be cool. I think the Predators would kick Hirogen's ass all over the place, but Turd Ferguson. Trekyards, of course, always professional, laughing my fucking ass off. Your moderator or filter stopped my last comment from coming up for whatever reason. Must be ass. Can't say ass. You can say ass. They both came up. I saw them both. No, if anything stopped it, it was YouTube, not one of the moderators. The moderators don't give a shit about that. They know me too well. Sturm von Ulk. Good evening, sir. Good evening, my friend. How are you? Hit that like button, everybody, if you haven't done so already. If you can super chat, please do. Would really appreciate that. I'd love a super chat question or two during this live. Really help us out. Would be amazing. Eric says, looks like McDonald's went out for dinner. Hell yes, it did. I know she said pizza to you. No. When it came time to, ask what to eat, which is my worst part of the day for me. What do you want for supper? I don't know. Because a lot of times I don't know. So trying to decide, just today I was like, you know what? I just feel like something simple, like McDonald's. So I got a double quarter pounder with cheese and bacon added, and that was it. So yes, and good to see you, Eric. Glad you could make it. I'm going to visit Eric on Tuesday. We're going to check out Star Trek the Motion Picture in 4K goodness on his huge ass TV. I got to take my PlayStation 5 because it's a 4K player. And yeah, so yes, I did get fries. I got a combo, so I got fries as well. So, which I don't need because I'm fat, but that's okay. Yes. So am I tired? Yes. Am I exhausted? Yes. Did my feet hurt? Yes. Does my back hurt? A little bit. I did take some pain medication today to kind of quell all that, so that's great. Got to get up again early tomorrow, get there early again, and yeah, we'll hack away at it again. Um, we'll see what tomorrow brings. But it was a good convention. I know a few people that are stopping by tomorrow to say hi, which will be awesome. And yeah, just really hoping the Picardo panel goes well. I'm sure it will. Like, he's kind of a pro at that, and for any deficiencies I might have, he can more than make up for them, I'm sure. Because it is just a simple Q&A. Just, ask him questions, and then while he talks, I'll have questions based on what he's saying, and then open it up to the floor and just have people in the audience take care of things. So yeah, that's about it. Um, so yeah, will I be going to bed early tonight? Earlier than normal, but early, not really. It's kind of all relative. Um, Getting up early, gonna have to do that one more day, and then I can sleep in on Monday. Yes, I can sleep in on Monday because I can't. Shit, I gotta take the puppy to a vet appointment on Monday morning at 11:30, which 11:30 is not early, but you know, she's got to get her second round of shots, and she's got to go back for her third round sometime after that, and then we got to get her fixed, or we got to break her, I guess. To say to get a dog fixed when you're actually like, you know, it's a weird thing. So there's that. Anyway, what else happened? Did anything great happen? Picardo did not come down and see the chair. Will he? Possibly. I don't know. Um, I got to see. I got to talk to Billy Zane. Billy Zane is there as well. Told him that one of my favorite roles that he played or movies that he was in was Demon Knight. You fucking hoe down, hoe down, po down. What? I can't remember the line now. You fucking hoe down, po down. What's up there, motherfuckers? That one. He corrected me. He actually, I can't remember what he said now. God damn it. But anyway, there's a few more celebrities there that I didn't go up and talk to. I talked to Ricky Berwick, which Ricky Berwick is a TikTok and YouTube guy from. He's actually from Kitchener, which I didn't know that. Kind of weird, offensive type humor, but seems like a nice enough guy in person, so that's cool. It's nice talking to him. Like I said, got that 3D printed TOS rifle, which is going to be great. I'm gonna do a video on that when I get it for sure, because a lot of time and attention and detail was put into that, and it looks beautiful. For a 3D print, like you think of a 3D print, it's like, you see the grow lines and all that shit. This is like, beautiful, I tell you. So that'll be great to finally get that and add that to the collection. Who was the vendor from whom you purchased the TOS phaser? Ooh, such proper English. I don't recall offhand. He's printed those stuff for a friend of mine. He's printed quite a few things for a friend of mine, and a friend of mine has this TOS phaser rifle. The guy recently changed the name of his company, so I got his new business card, but it's in my wallet, and my wallet's downstairs right now, so I don't have it with me to just pull out and show you guys. I'll talk all about that when I do the video on the phaser rifle. So yeah. Eric Martin puts in $5. Thank you so much, Eric. And he says, you seem more awake versus when I saw you earlier, LOL. That's the way it goes. I'm a night owl, man. I'll wake up at like 10 a.m. and stumble around for 2 or 3 hours. And then usually around 3 or 4, I start hitting my stride. Sometimes I'll hit a wall around 4 o'clock when I have to start doing a live. The live sometimes regenerates me or rejuvenates me. Sometimes it knocks me on my ass. But yeah, late at night, that's when I thrive. Like I'm usually up till 3:30, 4 a.m. on a normal night. So it's just the way I am, man. I am tired. I'm exhausted, but I thought I'd come on and do a live and just kind of give you guys a post game analysis of season one, of day one of London Comic Con. Hopefully, I'll be able to do one tomorrow night. Depends how tired I am again, but we'll see. I think tomorrow night will be worth doing one just to talk about how the Robert Picardo panel went. Like I said, I will be recording that for you guys. I'll drop it on the channel probably Monday or Tuesday, so you guys can check it out. And if you haven't checked out the one I did with Denise Crosby in 2019 at the last convention, go check it out. That was my first one. I was really nervous for that. Told her that backstage, and she was like, "You'll do fine. You'll do fine." So when I come out, I introduce her and all that. And she comes out and says, "See, wasn't that easy?" And then at the end, she was really nice. When we're wrapping it up, she's like, can we just give him a hand? He did amazing today." So she was really nice about that. I was super nervous for that one. Like I said, this Robert Picardo one, I'm not nervous for really. So yeah, anyway, we'll see how it goes. Not nervous could be a bad sign. Generally nervous, make sure you're at your top of your game somewhat, but we'll see how flat I fall on my face tomorrow. It'll be interesting. So, oh, Ryan Storm is out. Let's see. I'm going to read his comments before he leaves. You have a place in London? Oh, I'm late to the party. I figured he was staying with Calkins. Okay, I'm out. Thanks. No, I'm in London, Ontario. For Christ's sakes, man. I've told you this many times. I live in London, Ontario. This is London, Ontario Comic Con, but it's not called London, Ontario Comic Con. It's called London Comic Con. There is no Comic Con in London, Ontario, in London, England. Oh my God, in London, England, right now. So no, I'm at home. I would like to think that I had a place in London, England that looked like this. That would be great. No, this is my home, unfortunately. So, well, no, not unfortunately, fortunately, but you know what I mean. Anyway, so yeah, there we have it. Ask Picardo if Jason Momoa ever farted in Puddle Jumper. He looks like the kind of guy who would drop. Oh, wow. Eric says Doritos almost blocked my super chat fingerprint. Okay. Did you talk to the Prey guy? No. Dakota Beavers is his name. He actually wasn't there the two times that I went by. So. Dave Morris says, I really enjoyed the Star Trek Lower Decks and Star Trek Convention London Comic Con. I really enjoyed it. Thank you. You're welcome. Doc says, Ryan, anytime is a good time as long as you're here with your crew. Ryan, I think he lives in London. I live in London, Ontario. Yes. Erdus says, back in the Middle Ages, the captain would have been a chief, night guard, or watchman. Because of my sleeping patterns? Yeah, absolutely. Maybe it just means I was born in the wrong time zone. Doc says, Momoa actually farted 1,300 times during the filming of Aquaman, negating the need for a bubble mission. Oh my God. War God 6. London's busy right now anyways with the Queen's services. Rest in peace. Turd Ferguson, is Sam peeing in a jar to go see the Queen? I hear the queue is a 23-hour wait. No, I don't think he's doing that at all. So, sorry about the pugs. This one over here is quiet, but she's being good for a change. So yeah, any questions about the convention, anything like that, anything you guys saw, if you watched the earlier live that you want me to focus on tomorrow, I can do that. I didn't really get much of a look at the DeLorean Time Machine or Kit. They're both there as well. Didn't really focus on the Daleks and things like that, but could do that if you guys are interested. Let me know. Just ask away. Eric Martin was there. My buddy Dan showed up. My buddy Dave showed up. Quite a few people. I met a guy named Marty that actually works at the convention, who's been watching Trekyards for 5 years, and just hanging out outside. Started talking with him, and started talking about Star Trek. And I'm like, oh, if you like Star Trek, you should check out Trekyards. He goes, oh, I have. I've found you like 5 years ago. So it's like, hey, that's cool. So yeah, it was really great. Tomorrow, Renee, one of my Bridge Crew lackeys, when we play Bridge Crew or any VR game, Renee comes on like most of the time. He's going to be showing up. First time I'm meeting him in person, so that's cool. What else? What else is there to talk about? Mr. Captain 93 says, I saw Kit in the thumbnail from this afternoon. Did you get a pic inside it? Yeah, I got a few pictures of the inside of it. It's actually one that I sat in 2017, 2018 it was there. And I got the instrument cluster with the two screens. The passenger side is signed by David Hasselhoff. So that's really cool. Doc asked how the new pup is doing. She's doing very well. She's catching on to, doing her business outside. Had one or two little accidents in the house, but it's a puppy. That's exactly what you expect. But she's really cluing in very quickly, which is nice. So we'll see how that continues to go. But so far, so good. She's a sweetheart. So Eric says, "Were those Predator costume guys the Trekyards fans? I heard you say Prey people watch Trekyards." They were. I was actually away from the chair when they showed up, but I arrived as they were there, so it was kind of nice to get my picture with them and, stuff like that. So very nice, and their costumes are very nice. The one guy had to have his high knee protector. I forget what he called it. But he had his wife with him, and he's like, "You need to take off my high knee protector or whatever," so he could sit in the chair, and it was like Velcroed on, which is kind of funny. See, the Predator have problems too, man. Nope. Stop. Stop. It's just stop. It's just Christian. Nope. Dot is riling you up. Just relax. Relax. Stay. It's just Christian. Christian's home. Relax. Yeah. The child is home. Did you get any new models? No, unless you count the TOS rifle that I'll be getting. War God 6, 3D printing is great. I'm trying to learn rendering. I have a kit bash I want to fix from STO, but also working on my own design. TOS Defiant already printed the basic ship off Shapeways. It wasn't bad. She heard my mistake. Did Mando win the costume contest? I don't know. I didn't stick around for it, but his Mandalorian costume was fucking amazing. The Beskar armor had that nice sheen to it. It was really nice. My son even showed up today to the convention. He was dressed as Red Hood, and he did a fantastic job on his costume. It was his first convention going as like a cosplayer, and I think he had a good time. I think he's going to be showing up tomorrow again, so it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting. Always on alert. Red alarm. Alert, pug alert. Release the puggins. Eric Martin, oh good, we get to hear quiet. Well, yeah, hopefully he will be quiet. Doc McGillicuddy, you really need to get that TOS alien dog costume for the pugs. Yes, the spiky tail and the little mane and the weird shit on their face. Get you a Targ costume is what we should do. Turd says, do you think the USS Foley would look good in the Picard era with those Picard era nacelles? I do. Oh, I had a low power thing there. I don't know what you guys heard last. Talking about the dog costumes. Yes, got to get her one. She should be a Targ. But Turd says, do you think the USS Foley would look good in the Picard era with those Picard era nacelles? I absolutely do. The Foley class is a design that can definitely be translated to any era. And I would love to see somebody do that, actually. So I'm waiting. Mr. Captain 93, you should dye your hair purple. Do a half-ass Boimler. No. That sure would freak some out. Doc said TNG Foley would look fantastic. Eric Martin, I noticed in your live you came up behind a girl bent over in a tight spandex costume and you didn't even make a comment. What restraint? I know, I didn't. She was bent over when I walked into the room, my friend. Plus, I know her, so I didn't want to make a mistake or make a comment with an earshot. Plus, I didn't notice it right away, honestly. I noticed it fairly quickly, but I didn't notice it immediately. It wasn't like planned or anything. You're all perverts. That's why I love you. All right. Turd Ferguson, Trekyards. I cannot do models, which is why I bought a lot of shit from Eagle Moss and Franklin Mint. Eric Martin, wow, you were tired. Oh. Yeah. Some really great cosplays there today, for sure. Some very revealing cosplays. Oh my god. This one chick's skirt was so short. It was so short. I could see her, like, clavicle. I'm not mistaking body parts there. That's how short her skirt was, which was fine by me, is all I can say. So, anyway. Oh my goodness. Doc McGillicuddy, the lizard brain always notices hot women in tight costumes, even if nothing is said. It's notated in the brain. Oh, yes. Mr. Captain 93, who thinks Cap should cosplay as Samuel tomorrow? No one. Turd Ferguson, I don't know if you review the video. You framed out her ass quite well. It's a Zapruder film. Back and to the left. Back and to the left. Back and to the left. Left. Anyway, yeah. Hey, you do all the analysis you want. You determine whether it was on purpose or not. I said I didn't notice it right away, but I noticed it very quickly. So you make the call on that one, guys. How well do you know your captain? Rick Martin says, I still have my eye on that DS9 model. And I said that price that's on it isn't the U price. So we'll see. We'll see. Ozzy, she had awesome behind. Oh my. Doc McGillicuddy, told you. Lizard brain. ST Scout guy. Ted Ferguson, at what time does this girl show up in the video? For science. It has to be seen to be believed. Give Cap the view. Yes. I say watch the video for the interaction with Robert Picardo, but hey, if you guys want to check out the asses, that's up to you. It's not what the video was made for, guys. Just saying. You're all dirty, dirty people. Eric Martin, there was a gorgeous lady in a tight Spider-Man costume, and I think I said, oh my god, out loud. Couldn't help it. I doubt you said, oh my god, out loud. Eric, you're too reserved for that kind of shit. Don't even start. Doc McGillicuddy, Trekyards After Dark. Yes. I will say I'm still wearing my Trekyards shirt, but I'm not wearing the Trekyards pants I was wearing. Changed into very comfortable, like, they're not really boxer briefs. They're like shorts, like pajama shorts. So it's like a party on the, or business on the top, party on the bottom right now. I've gone too far. I'm so sorry. Anyway, sorry, I got distracted. Shiny things. You need to turn the volume on that chair down or you'll get hearing loss. Wow. Well, you need the ambient stuff loud enough that you can hear it in the hall, which is what we want. But yes, the red alert klaxon and a few of the other ones are way too loud, and I don't know why. Um, I don't know how to adjust electronics for that. I don't want to turn the whole master volume down just for those few effects. You get used to it after a while. Plus, everybody hits those fucking buttons. Everybody hits the two loudest buttons on that thing, one of which is red alert. A lot of times by accident, because of where they're placed. When they put their hands down to stand up, it pushes the button. Scares the shit out of a lot of people getting out of the chair. So it's kind of funny. But Doc McGillicuddy, Trekyards After Dark, where we go in depth every time. Counselor Troy bends forward too far in season 1. You guys, I don't know about you guys anymore. Y'all are perverts. So, tell me about your childhood. Tell me about your mother. Did you have a good relationship with your father? This is Trekyards Counseling 101. Let's get to the heart of your mind. Your id. What makes you do the things you do? Why? Why are you perverted? Why do you focus on the asses? We will get to the heart of the matter. I don't know who the hell I'm trying to be. I'm trying to be Sigmund Freud at first, and I don't know what the fuck the accent went to. But hey, I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted. My favorite episode of Stargate with Robert Picardo is season 6 episode inauguration. Inauguration. By the end of the episode, he's still not sure who he can trust. Ozzy, they hit the red alarm alert button. I've got to change one of the buttons to be like red alarm. Red alarm. That'd be hilarious. Eric Martin, sometimes a cigar is just a cigar, Cap. That is what you tell yourself to make yourself sleep at night. Speaking of, do you have cigars? I wouldn't mind a cigar. Haven't had a cigar in a while. Live near a castle and ruins of medieval castles. That's cool. Doc McGillicuddy, I'm working on a Raspberry Pi computer that can plug into any TV or display and does nothing but display LCRs, displays, and sound. So far, it's working. Having a hard time syncing up sound. That's cool. Good Russian accent, hello. Doc McGillicuddy, you have to ask why. Why we live asses, sir. Or we have to ask why. No, we don't have to, but I mean. Eric says, I'm not that reserved when you get to know me. I think I know you fairly well. Turd Ferguson, getting to the heart of the matter, Spider-Woman did have a heart-shaped ass. LOL. Hey, that says a lot, man. Doc McGillicuddy, Werner Herzog is as a Klingon impression now. Ozzy says the Super Captain Foley has awesome teas in the behind in Lovely Woman. Matt Pearson says, I dare, I sit, I dare you to ask Robert Picardo if he had any sexual attraction at all to the Lady Gremlin in Gremlins 2. Doc McGillicuddy, all the talks of TNA and sex bots invaded the chat. It's true, we were talking about asses and all of a sudden the sex bots came in. 69mega.com, future is here, dating AI, 84% match. I should have left those in there because you guys fucking need that shit. Turd Ferguson, ooh, Werner Herzog as a as a Trek baddie. Now that's a good casting. Gremlins 2. Dun, 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 dun. Gremlins 2 indeed. Yeah, I was going through his filmography to see some things I could talk to him about, and you'd be surprised what he's been in, man. He's done a lot of voice acting as well for video games and stuff. Turd, I would agree. I agree, would make an amazing baddie in Strange New Worlds. Long live the pug and chair. Long live the pug and chair. Tis empty, you see. Wait a minute. Whoa, 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 whoa. Y'all, is that there because this is Canadian McDonald's? You guys don't have this shit on your McDonald's in the States, do you? I never even really noticed that before, that was there. What the hell, damn guy? Like, look, there's McDonald's logo with the maple leaf right in the middle. What the hell? It's freaking me out now. But now I think it's been there my whole life. The pug is king of the bully house, waited on hand and foot. It's true. Matt Person says he gets married to the lady gremlin at the end. That's true. Where did the captain's chair come from for your setup? Good question. I'm glad you asked. A few years ago, I think in 2017 or 2018, they had William Shatner at the convention as a guest. So the one event organizer, a good friend of mine named Andrew Kitt, said he wanted to get a TOS captain's chair there to maybe have Shatner come down and sit in it and have a photo op in it, whatever. So he looked around at chairs he could rent. He asked me, I gave him some suggestions. He made some phone calls, and one of the places he called was the Sci-Fi Museum in Ottawa. Called them up, said that we'd like to maybe think about renting your captain's chair for our event. And they're like, well, it's in storage right now. It's a real major pain in the ass to move in and out of storage for things like this. So how about this? How about we sell it to you for $500? And Kit's like, didn't think twice, said, yep, bought it. So we got the chair, got the entire TOS backdrop thing that we have, and got a bin full of uniforms, TOS uniforms, as well as a few of the Roddenberry collection tricorders and some other things, all for $500. So my buddy Kit actually owns the chair, but the only time the chair ever comes out of storage is for the convention, and the only person that looks after it at the convention is myself. So it's technically the Trekyards chair, even though I don't technically own it. If I owned it, it would probably be in my goddamn house, and I would do lives from it. But assuming it could fit in the house, it's pretty big. It'd be very awkward. It's awkward to move as it is. And yeah, all the buttons do something different. It's got lights on the bottom. It's absolutely a beautiful piece of engineering. But yeah, so, and Andrew said if he ever sells it, I get first refusal at the same price. So I could buy it myself for $500 if he ever decides to get rid of it. In which case, yeah, it would probably go downstairs in my basement or something. I would stop going to conventions because I would not want to be moving in and out of my house to go to conventions. And if I owned it personally, I wouldn't want 15 million people sitting in it at a convention because they're wearing costumes, they're kind of damaging the upholstery, they scuff up the paint on the base with their shoes and with their, and you got kids on it pressing all the fucking buttons every 5 seconds, and you just want to slap their goddamn parents for standing there like, you go, buddy, you do it. No, it's fucking irritating. Fuck off and get your goddamn kid off my chair. At one point today, we were having a nice conversation with some people, and I actually had to go down and to the back of the chair to the bottom and turn the volume right the fuck down because the kid kept pressing the loudest 2 buttons. But anyway. Wait, so McDonald's in Canada has a maple leaf on the arches? Yes. Bonjour from Louisiana. Ooh. Doc says, imagine all those bald, pointy-eared babies. In Canada, all Coke is made with maple syrup. They have been watching us all this time. Darn McDonald's. No. Eric Martin, I'm going to have to sign a form on Tuesday to confirm my TV aspect ratio is correct. I can't take another 16 week of relentless teasing on lives. And you keep bringing it up. So I keep talking about it. I didn't mention it once today, and I thought about it at one point when you were standing at the table and you said something about how you were messing around with the sound to figure out how to get the sound to work. And then you said something else, and I was like, make sure that's karma for the aspect ratio being off. And I didn't say it. I showed restraint. But yeah, you keep bringing it up. So that means you like getting bugged about it. I know how that works. In the US, our McDonald's have a gun and medical bells on our arches. General Motors Canada used to have a maple leaf in their logo too. There you go. $500. Shut up and take my money. Exactly. I'm okay. Have your private conversations off my live chat, guys. Donnie, you don't have to say hello to everybody that joins the chat. I've told you that multiple times. Please don't do that. They can see you're there. I don't want to hear about how you doing. Well, I had this and this and this happen to me in my chat. Please. I'm saying it again. Damn, man. Just gonna remove all of those. Just because. Eric Martin, you should have the gray painted styro coffee cup to go with the chair. Yeah, I know. That would be great. I also want to carpet that base, like the low pile carpet that they actually have on some sets, because it'd be way more durable than the painted surface that's there. We've had to repaint that base a few times. I would gladly donate the $500 as long as I get to sit in it one day. Hell yes, Doc. Your cringe face should be a meme. It probably will be. Daniel's Hot Topics. Hi, Captain. What's up? Did you hear the news that Warner Brothers is making a sequel to the Keanu Reeves Constantine movie from 2004? This is exciting. I hope he will be in the DCEU with Henry Cavill Superman. Yeah, I actually enjoyed the Constantine movie with Keanu Reeves. And I had heard a rumor about that. So yeah, cool. Turd Ferguson, you don't want thousands of asses touching your captain's chair? I'd be very selective about the asses. I gotta say. Gotta be shaped properly. They have to have maybe short skirts on. I don't know. But I would be selective. JR24 says, thanks for the call out. No problem. Dun, dun, dun. Doc McGillicuddy, my Camaro was made in Canada. Mine was made in Ohio. Donnie Pearson, my apologies, Cap. I must leave now anyway. Thank you for your stream. Until next we meet, may you and yours live long and prosper. Thank you, Donnie. Daniel's Hot Topics. Captain Foley, have you ever been to Kmart or Zellers? Zellers, like Kmart, had those amazing in-house restaurants. And guess what? Zellers is returning in 2023. I hope the restaurants are coming back. I was in both, man. When I was young, we had a Kmart in Stratford. Used to go to that all the time. Kmart and Towers. Towers was across the street. Who in Canada remembers Towers? There was a store called Towers. And Kmart was right across the street from that. And of course, I remember Zellers. Zellers only disappeared a few years ago. Zellers was great. It's like the Canadian version of Target. So, and yes, the restaurants were fantastic. Turd, I literally read everything you type in fake Burt Reynolds' voice. Norm did. I love it. Henry Cavill just signed up with Marvel and Disney. Nice. Keanu didn't have a Scouse accent. Who gives a shit? He did a great Constantine, in my opinion. Turd says, I bet the Spider Woman ass would see the chair. Yes. You know what else would that chair would see? Being in my house? Some Captain Admiral action. Gross. Oh no. Ew, ew. He went too far. TMI. Welcome to the stream, guys. I'm Captain Foley. Nice to meet you guys. How you doing? You don't know what you signed up for. Trekyards. After dark. Doc says, I was made in Ohio. Anyone remember Eaton's? Hell yes. Remember Eaton's. Broken speaker. Hi, Cap. Just came in. How are things? Just watched She-Hulk. Am I alone in that I actually like the show? No, I love She-Hulk. I think it's fucking great. Every episode has been fantastic. The only thing that bothered me about this last episode, there was no post-credit scene. JRR24, do you have a Spirit Halloween where you're at? Yes. Oh. Sorry about that. JRR24 says, do you have a Spirit Halloween where you're at? Yes. We usually have a few each year. I haven't been yet this year. I usually go the first day it opens with my buddy Sky, who's been helping me with the captain's chair. So he can scoop up all the good stuff right away. Did not go this year. I think Sky went, but I did not go with him. I usually go just as when it's closing, when all the sales are on, to get some cool stuff. So Eric Martin says, I remember Towers and Byway. Yep, there was a Byway in Stratford as well. Tower Records, not Tower Records, no. Doc McGillicuddy, wash the chair or lay down a towel. No, it's in my house. I can do as I please. Nah, you go have sex with your wife. I don't mind. Doc says that's a lot of Captain's Log action if that chair showed up at your... I know, right? The actress that is She-Hulk, she was in the CC series Heartland in the early seasons of that show. Yes, and she was also in... Tatlana Maslany is her name, and she was in Orphan Black. She did a fantastic job in that, actually. War God 6, Thor Love and Thunder was good. Love the soundtrack. Guns N' Roses. You catch Thor's new Winnebago with wings at the end. I did not like Thor Love and Thunder. It was a real disappointment for me. Just gonna say that right now. Spirit Halloween has an interesting story. They only use vacant locations. They get a deal on a spot for 2 months, but pay enough to keep the property in good condition and pay property taxes. Yes, that was inhabit the body of dead stores. Mr. Captain 93, do what you want with the chair, just don't live stream it. Well, I won't live stream it on Trekyards. It might be live streamed on like Chatterbait or something, but that's neither here nor there. Don't look for us on Chatterbait. What's Chatterbait? If you're asking that question, I'm sorry for having ruined your lives when you Google it. Make a TOS Captain's Chair OnlyFans account. Eric says, I saw 13 Lives and it was good. Doc says, was great with... was great. His daughter was his new daughter. JRR24, I don't care much for She-Hulk, but I think it's okay for others to love it. Thank you. Yeah, if others don't like it, leave them alone. Let them enjoy it. Doc says Love and Thunder was marketed towards teens this time around. Broken Speaker, I thought Love and Thunder was okay, not great, but not the disaster people make it out to be, my opinion anyways. I'm right there with you. 100% agree with that assessment. Eric says, I work for Spirit. Oh, do you? Nice. Someone calls the Titan a Neo-Constitution class. I reckon they think that's because of the saucer. Yeah, I'm not sure that's the official name. We'll find out soon. Stay posted. I mean, yeah. We'll find out soon. Turd Ferguson, the captain rams the admiral in the poop deck, now streaming on OnlyFans. How you know what we did 3 nights ago? Doc McGillicuddy, I found them on Chatterbait once. It was just him teaching us how to bake bread well in a skin-tight 709 one-piece. Doc, shh, quiet. SC Scout guy, I really miss Kmart, the retail stores in general. In the 80s, there was a store for practically everything. Doc McGillicuddy, Jesus, you said Chatterbait and the bots came in 5 seconds later. It makes me wonder if the bot is watching every live feed at once. Hey, we were talking about asses earlier, and that's when the bot came in. And you're absolutely right. I mentioned Chatterbait, and the bots came in. You're absolutely right. Fuck, man. All right, well, watch what I say. I speak in code now. Daniel's Hot Topics. When Zellers comes back, will you go there and eat at those amazing restaurants? I know I will, and get myself what I used to get, a Big Z burger with curly fries, gravy ketchup, and go get some pie. Yes, I will. So you live in Canada, obviously, Daniel's Hot Topics. I did not know that. Where do you live? Tell me where you live. Thraxer says cats. Just testing. What are we testing for? When we say pussy? Doc McGillicuddy, let's mention Russian mail order brides and see if we get a discount from a bot. Yeah. This has been a fun live, guys. I gotta say. Cats, I have a cat on me now. I could say something, but I'm not going to. Daniel's Hot Topics. I live in Bellwood, Ontario, in the country. Bellwood, Ontario. How far is Bellwood from London? The name Bellwood doesn't ring a bell, but you're in the same province as me, so you're probably not far from me. Thraxer, should I go? Sure, I could go for Svetlana. For Svetlana. Yes. By the way, Sylvia does the best Russian accent because she's Croatian. So, you know, all the Slavic languages. Yeah, she does really great accents, Sylvia. Not that I use those to my advantage in any kind of weird, kinky way, but just wanted to let you guys know. And on that note, Constitution class was made to be essentially a Federation heavy cruiser for defense and projection of power without being burdened with unnecessary things. Titan may not fit that description. Doc McGillicuddy, Svetlana for 2,000 easy payments of $999.95. Sam the Record Man, yes, Yonge Street in Toronto, Sam the Record Man. Eric says Bellwood is near Fergus, isn't it? I don't know, probably. There's a lot of really funky names up here. I'd have to take a look and see on the Google Maps. But anyway, before we give Daniel a chance to respond, I guess, thank you guys so much for watching. Tune in tomorrow to any lives I do during the day because they will be from the convention floor, which will be awesome. And look forward to the Robert Picardo interview that will be uploaded sometime early next week. Yes, Bellwood is near Fergus. I love Fergus. Well, you're not far from me then, Daniel. I didn't know that. I did not know that you were so close to me. I gotta move now. Fuck. Trekyards, will there be more ass? You bet you. I mean, you betcha. You bet you. You betcha. Just watch the live stream. Don't know if you've watched any of my captain's logs from trips, like when I went to Vegas and I walked around the convention floor in Vegas. Don't know if you noticed anything like that. There were lots of them there. Oregon 6, I'm not a fan of the new Titan. Didn't Starfleet illuminate the neck for a reason? Why they didn't go backwards in the design evolution? Because that's a much thicker neck on the Titan, by the way. But SC Scout Guy in Daniel's Hot Topics, really Daniel Jackson from Stargate, SG1. Brides by Harry Mudd, ha ha ha, Russian special, this week only. Daniel's Hot Topics, but the main Zellers I went to was in Orangeville, Ontario. Oh, Orangeville, okay. Eric Martin, Daniel ascended and now he lives in Bellwood. And on that wonderful note, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Like I said, tune in tomorrow for any lives I do. Wish me luck for the Picardo interview. Hopefully it goes well. I'm sure it will. But, you know. And I will... Ooh, Doc. McGillicuddy throws in $10. Lots of Svetlanas in Vegas. So Doc began and ended this live stream with a super chat. So thank you, Doc. Even though the super chats were super light tonight. But thank you very much. Much appreciated. But anyway, I'm going to go. And I will talk to you guys later. Hopefully I'll do a wrap-up video tomorrow night. I'm sure I will, actually. Yeah, look forward to that, and I hope to see you guys soon. Until then, ta-ta for now. I'll see you guys later.